Hello everyone, welcome back again. So as you know that we are doing our William Shakespeare series. So in the continuation of the same series, today we are going to learn about William Shakespeare's comedy, right? So in this video we are going to see the important key facts regarding Shakespearean comedy as well as the plays that falls under the category of comedy, right? So let's begin without wasting any time. So in this very first slide, as you can see in your screen, that there are some facts given regarding the Shakespearean comedy. So the very first fact is perfected the genre of romantic comedy, right? So Shakespeare comedy that falls under the category of comedies, it also perfected the genre of romantic comedy, or we can call Shakespearean comedy as in romantic comedy. Second point is the main theme of Shakespearean comedy is love. Most important key facts we can call it for today, that the main theme, if the question arose like this, like what is the main theme of Shakespearean comedy, so the answer will be love. We can say that love is the major element, or love is the emotion that binds the Shakespearean comedies. So the next point is all set in an imaginative world far away from the dull and dreary world of everyday life. So Shakespearean comedy is not monotonous. It's we can call that Shakespearean comedy is quite engaging in nature, right? And their engagement comes because it is based on the imaginative world. It is not based on the real things, right? It is not non-fiction, it is totally fictional in nature, which is totally based on the imagination of William Shakespeare. So that is why it is very much quite interesting. Various elements, various fun kind of elements are there. So it is totally based on the imaginative world, and it is very much far away from the dull and dreary world of everyday life. So in simple and short, we can call that Shakespeare comedy is not monotonous in nature, right? Let's see another important facts of William Shakespeare's comedy. So in his comedies, he deals serious issues with philosophical insight. Again, very important key fact, that as I just told you that Shakespearean comedy is full of enjoyment, full of love, full of fun, full of very fun kind elements are there, but it doesn't mean that in his comedies he is very much unaware, or he doesn't touch the serious issues, right? So he has this dramatic art of displaying his comedies in a very philosophical insight. Means he touched the very serious issues, very grave issues too in his comedies, but with the clever dramatic art, that he touched all these issues with the philosophical insight. So one question can be framed from here, that in Shakespearean comedies his serious issues has been dealt with the philosophical insight of William Shakespeare, right? So next key fact is his romantic world is an illusion of realism and fantasy. So here it is more clear that whatever the romantic world he framed in his comedies, it is a kind of illusion, and that illusion is of the combination of realism and fantasy too. And the last point is all conflicts get resolved at the end with celebration. The most important fact of his comedies, that means at the end of the comedy, everything fall at its right place. Means we, as you know, that comedy at the end everything becomes very good, everything turns out right, right? So every kind of conflict, every kind of grave issues, or any kind of problem just get resolved by passing through different kind of circumstances, and it resolved happily, and that resolve is followed with the celebration. expression. So this is the quality of comedy, and as well as it is the qualities of Shakespearean comedy too, right? So let's see the in your screen it is given list of Shakespearean comedy. So some of the famous comedy of William Shakespeare has been given. I'm just reading it out, and the explanation of each and every play as well as important work will be shared in the further videos, right? So first comedy, that is all's well that ends well. So means to tell you, to categorize the parts in comedies, tragedies is just to make you clear that which work falls under the category of comedy, which fall under the work of tragedy, right? So because the question has been arrived like this, like identify the play, which play is of tragedy, which play is comedy of Shakespeare, right? So in this video or in this slide, I have given all the list of Shakespearean comedy. So you can jot it down, and it will be very useful for your examination too, as well as for your understanding purpose. So in your mind it will be clear that yes, it is comedy and it is tragedy, or it is a kind of historical play. So it will be very much easy to understand William Shakespeare, right? So first one is all's well that ends well, right? Next one is the comedy of errors. Next, love liver lost. After that, the merchant of Venice. Next one is taming of the shrew. After that, twelfth night. Next one is the merry wives of Windsor, and after that is a midsummer night dream. Let's see the another comedies. And the next one is much ado about nothing. Next one is the two gentlemen of Verona. Next one is the winter's tale. After that, as you like it. Then Cymbeline, then Measure for Measure, then Pericles, Prince of Tyre, and the last one is The Tempest. So these all are the list of Shakespearean comedy, right? So I hope this lecture is useful to you all. I hope it is very much clear to you all. If you have any query, you can ask me, and you can write down in the comment box. Thank you so much for your listening. For the further explanation and for the further useful videos, please be stay tuned with me. If you found it worthy, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. A very humble thank you. Thank you so much.